the Balfour Service Station, which the bays are still, some of the bays are still there on Riverbank Road in Attleboro. How did you end up being a mechanic?
Well, that's what my dad did as an odd jobs. I went to Wentworth when I got out of school. It was interesting. It was fun. Not like the cars of today. You're a parts changer today. You don't really fix anything. You replace it. Everything's in the electronic age, which I'm not sure is all for the better. Balfour's at that time, if you remember, they had a fleet of vehicles that would go to the airport to bring the rings on a pretty daily basis. So they wanted those to be up and running. And they had a program there that I thought was amazing. If you were a Balfour employee and you had your car worked on, you could have payroll deduction to pay for it. And, you know, if you look back, that was the forefront. And they really cared about their employees. Really cared about their employees.
Yeah, I remember
and you don't
that.
see that today.
I remember that. If you had $120 worth of repairs,
$12 a week for 10 weeks.
$12 a week for 10 weeks, and there was no interest.
No.
I mean, incredible.
And if you had a bad storm, and maybe the plant was closed for a day or two, skip that week, we'll do the next, we'll give you the pay.
Incredible.
You never see that today.
Balfour, of course, unfortunately, moved out of the area. How did you end up owning John and Ed's Garage?
Mr. Balfour passed away. The bank came in to run the Balfour Company. At that point in time, and I'm sure your dad felt the same way in personnel, which is now human resources, the same feeling for the employees wasn't there. And it just didn't seem right. They kind of did away with the payroll deduction. You know, bank is a bank. They're not, they don't, you know, banks don't do heart transplants because most of them don't have a heart. So I just decided that, you know, I went to work for a short time for a construction company, LaRusso Construction Company. And they were really good people. But I guess the call to have my own shop, my own business, was stronger than it was just to work for a paycheck. And I'm not going to tell you that LaRusso wasn't really good to me, because they were. They were really good to me. And just worked out okay.
Do you remember your first day as owner of John and Ed's Garage? I mean, were you nervous at all?
No.
No?
I had a it's going to sound funny, I had a built-in clientele. The people from Balfour were knocking on the door to get in.
True.
And my doctor, Don Lowe, I'll never forget this. He and his office staff come up, and they bring a whole bunch of donuts and a whole bunch of coffee. And I said to him, hey, the last time I was into you, you said to me, your cholesterol's really good. What are you trying to do, kill me?